back to the channel. Today I'm doing a Michael's haul. Okay, so the other day, Zoe and I had to go to Michael's to pick up a couple of things for our regular old 9-to-5 jobs. And while we were there, I realized I hadn't really shopped at Michael's for Halloween this year. I went in a couple times and did like some glancing around, but I never purchased anything. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna actually do like a peruse. And they had a lot of really good stuff this year. Like a lot that fits this kind of haunted apothecary vibe. They've got a lot of like really fun, like neon-y colors. If you like a very loud, kitschy Halloween look, super cute for that vibe. They had a lot of really good stuff this year. Now I will say, in my opinion, Joann and Michael's are both kind of expensive when it comes to Halloween decor, but obviously a lot of times it's on sale and sometimes you can even use a coupon on top of that. But yeah, I thought a lot of it was really cute. So I picked up quite a few things and I'm gonna show them to you right now. All right, purchase number one, y'all. I absolutely had to get this statue. So if you haven't seen my living room decorate with me, I will leave it linked up here for you guys to go check it out. My whole vibe in my living room is a haunted apothecary slash spooky catacomb. I have a lot of skulls and bones and animal skulls and potions and stuff. So haunted apothecary, let's just say that. And I have a lot of skulls, but the fact that this had the full rib cage, I thought it was just so perfect for the vibe that I have here in the living room. I literally could not pass him up. This was $29.99 and I believe it was 40% off, so somewhere around $17 maybe. And he also lights up. Where is his light? Yeah, he lights up. Hold on. Can you see that? He lights up and he like changes colors. Ooh, and he gets very flashy. And I have a lot, or not a lot, I have two pumpkins that do like a colorful rotation like that. So I feel like at night he'll match that vibe. And yeah, I thought it was so cool. Very, you know, anatomy focused, very haunted apothecary, studying the human form type vibe. I really liked it. So I just knew that I had to have him. This was super helpful. I grabbed this 15 pack of candles. If you don't know, because you also have not seen the video, I have quite a few candelabras in the top of this display up here. And I keep running out of candles because I keep purchasing candlesticks and candelabras because they're just so spooky and I love them. And so I went ahead and bought a 15 pack so that, you know what, if I buy another candelabra, I've already got candles, and if I burn through the ones that are up there, I have backups. So we're good to go. A 15 pack of candles, and this was an undetermined price. It doesn't say, but I bought it. This is one of those items where I was like, does it look too perfect or is it just right? So this is an Old Salem Apothecary spells, potions, charms, and relics sign. And as I said, the whole theme in here is haunted apothecary. And I still do have a couple of sections, especially on this side, where it's a little bit blank, or I want to switch out a couple things that don't quite fit the vibe that I'm going for. And so I thought this was perfect because I can kind of layer stuff in front of it. And also what I think I'll do is I think I'll drape some Spanish moss over it, if that makes sense, to make it look more spooky. Because like they've got it detailed so that it looks old and cracked, but it still looks like a little bit too perfect for me. So I might even like sandpaper it just a tad, but I also get scared to DIY stuff like this because this was $22.99, and if I accidentally ruined it, I'd be really mad at myself. So I think for now I'll just drape some Spanish moss over it and it will kind of give it that worn in, old, decaying look. But I thought it was too perfect to pass up because it literally says apothecary. So like that is on brand, if anything. That is true to the brand. And since I needed some more Spanish moss to drape over it, I bought another bag of Spanish moss. I feel like Spanish moss is the key to Halloween, especially if you're going for this vibe. It depends on your vibe. If you're not doing an old, decayed, more like authentic look, if you're going for like a more loud, in-your-face, kitschy, pumpkins and stuff like that, like a hocusy-pocusy type of look, then Spanish moss might not be for you. But if you're going through like, oh, you literally pulled that out of a graveyard, Spanish moss is so helpful, I feel like, to giving that look. I mean, like imagine this, but without the Spanish moss. Maybe you can't even see it because it's too far away. I don't know. But have I sold you on the Spanish moss yet? I'm not sponsored by Spanish moss, by the way. I'm a really big fan of it for Halloween. I think it adds so much. So grab your Spanish moss, y'all. Next up is a little vase. And I love this because I really don't have anything like this in my entire display. I have like some cauldrons and old bottles and some empty, like some skulls that are hollowed out that I kind of have used as vases, but not like a true vase. And this one is so spooky ooky kooky, which, fun plug, grab your spooky ooky kooky coffee mug at holly-hickman.com. This one was $19.99 and then it was 40% off, so around 10-ish bucks or so. And I just like, again, that it really does look old and battered and decayed. I like the spider details, and I feel like this is easily one where I can put something in it or not put something in it. Ooh, it echoes really bad. Hey. I feel like I can put something in it or not put something in it, and either way it will still look really good. So yeah, I really like her. And if you're at Michael's, I highly recommend picking her up because I think she's really nice. And she's like ceramic and stuff. Like she's like nice. Okay. All right. What's funny is that this is actually not everything in the haul, which is no surprise to you guys. I'm not surprised if you're like, oh, you bought more? Yeah, you guys know that. You know I bought more. But I couldn't manage to bring it all up in one load, so I have to go get the rest out of the garage. So it'll be 2 seconds for you. It'll be a couple minutes for me, but let me go grab everything else. I almost broke my wrist trying to carry all the rest of this up in one load. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, am I really this out of shape? I've been so good about going to the gym. I have a love-hate relationship with styrofoam gravestones. Do I have another cat hair in my eye, seriously? Oh, it's my own hair, okay. I have a love-hate relationship with styrofoam tombstones, gravestones, whatever you wanna call them, because I do really hate that I feel like they can deteriorate so quickly. That rhymed. But I also love the price because, well, I don't love the price though, is because sometimes you buy one big styrofoam headstone and it's like 40 bucks, but then if you buy one that's plastic and will last you the rest of your life, it's also 40 bucks. So I don't like that, but I will say that with Michael's sale, their styrofoam headstones were actually not that bad. And the ones that I got from Home Depot, while they are weighted at the bottom, they're like toppling over when we have storms. So it's kind of annoying because I have to go pick them up every like other week or so whenever we have a storm, which is not that big of a deal, granted, but it's a little bit of a pain. And the styrofoam ones comes with stakes, so they won't fall over. Anyways, long story short, I bought a lot of gravestones because I'm doing a haunted pumpkin graveyard vibe in my yard for Halloween, which I do have an outdoor decorate with me coming super soon. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that and see my yard transformation because I'm very excited about it. But saying all that, so to give you guys the idea, sorry if I'm getting too nerdy about Halloween here. I'm sure you guys are happy with it though. You get it. Man, I cannot stop talking today. If you watch Night Before Christmas, the scene during Jack's Lament when he's like walking up the mountain and the pumpkins are all in the graveyard and everything, that is like the exact vibe I'm going for. Like it's like a pumpkin graveyard, but also a graveyard. Does that make sense? I feel like you guys know the scene that I'm talking about, especially if you're a Halloween girly. Okay. So I bought headstones. So this one is actually a 3-pack, I believe. Yes, so it comes with this one, which is simple and says RIP, rest in peace. And I really don't like the ones that are like super cheesy. I like them to look like they actually might be, again, I'm I'm a whore for authenticity. I want it to look like it actually might have come out of a graveyard. Granted, most graves have a name. They don't just say RIP, but you guys know what I mean. I just don't like it to be too kitschy, if that makes sense. So then there's this one in the back that's like wooden and has a skull on it. I don't know what it says behind it. And then there's a really small one in here that says RIP, which is good because I need some small ones to kind of balance out all the levels in the yard. I got this big old boy. Oh, and this 3-pack was $19.99, but then it was on sale, so you guys see what I mean? It was like 10, 12 bucks, which is way better, I feel like, than what styrofoam headstones are at like Spirit Halloween. So yeah. This one was $34.99. Again, basically half off. It says RIP, and then here lies our beloved, born March 5th, 1976, died November 4th, 2000. I wonder if those dates mean anything. I have no idea, but this one I like because it looks to me very kind of realistic. It's got the skull here. It's got like these like age marks, which are cool. It's got these like Grim Reapers, which I really, really think they're cool. So I'm hoping this one lasts me more than one Halloween. I feel like it's also tough because if you're like me and you start putting your Halloween decorations out super early, like my Halloween decorations outdoors are out for nearly 3 months. That's a lot of time for them to be out there and be getting battered by rain and the elements and all that sort of stuff. So that's why the styrofoam ones I just have a hard time committing to. This one's really cool because it actually lights up, and I don't know if I'll light it up or not. It will probably depend on how corny it looks. Oh, it has Try Me right here. No, it's not working. Is that working? I don't think so. Anyways, it's just like the Grim Reaper, and I thought it was cool, so I bought it. And then lastly, this one also lights up, but it just has a skull and crossbones, and then it says RIP. And this one was $19.99 again, so like 10, 12 bucks. So like I said, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more gravestones, and I feel like I didn't spend a crazy amount of money on them. And if they last me 2 seasons or 3, great. If they only last me 1, I'm not too mad at it, but I'm hoping I can get 2 out of them. So fingers crossed. If you didn't see the last video, I just almost dropped all of this and broke it. What I was going to say is that if you didn't see the last video where I'm wearing this exact outfit and you're wondering why I have one hand of spooky nails and one hand of not, my boyfriend and I went bowling today, and you can tell which hand I bowl with because it ripped off all my nails. So I have to replenish tonight, which is really funny, but it's fine. Okay, moving on, more spooky things from Michaels. This was $16.99. So again, I don't need to keep saying it, about half off. Love this baby cauldron. Okay, hold on, let me get this plastic off so you guys can get a better idea of like the finish on her. Obviously, it's easy to find little black ceramic cauldrons, but I love, again, when things have detailing to make them look old and withered. And this one has like obviously little dents in it, and it's got like this like bronze rubbed look into it to make it look old and kind of rusted. And I also love that it has this precious little lid because I feel like I can, you know, I can just pose it like this. I can maybe stick some Spanish moss or something coming out of it and have the lid kind of off kilter, which I think would be really cute. Or I can put fairy lights in here, and then if the lid is again off kilter, it kind of glows from the inside. I think all of those options would be a really, really cute way to display this. And so I think it's really freaking cute, and it looks very authentic to me. So I picked her up and I'm very excited about it. I got a little Venus flytrap because, again, the whole vibe up here is haunted apothecary, and I feel like plants and herbs and anything like that is really good for that. So they had this tiny little bird cage looking thing with a Venus flytrap on it, and I just thought it was really, really cute. I loved the moss in the bottom because I've got a lot of moss-like details also in my display up here. And this was $14.99, so again, like 6 or 7 bucks, whatever it was. And it's just really cute, and I thought it would look really, really perfect in my apothecary. My brain is on 1%. I got little matching guys. I got 2 little black pumpkins because I thought they were just really cute and they were super, super cheap. I think like they were $12.99, so about like $6 each. Not too bad, $5 or $6. And I can't decide if I'm gonna put them over here with my Hocus Pocus mantle display or if I'm gonna put like things growing out of them and put them on this display. I haven't decided yet. Zoe says they look too happy for my apothecary, which I do kind of agree with her. So I haven't decided where these are gonna go yet. But I just thought these were too perfect to pass up, and I love that I can stick some tea lights in them and they'll glow, all that good stuff. So yeah, pick these guys up and really, really love them. Yeah. All right, last but certainly not least, this was $59.99, so approximately $30. And I debated spending money on this because I did think it was kind of expensive, but at the end of the day, I feel like it matches my Haunted Apothecary so freaking well and will look so cool. I couldn't pass it up. Look at this coffin-shaped clock with spaces to hold spooky teens. Like, guys, I don't know why, but this piece, I love it. I'm like speechless. I don't know why. It speaks to me so much. First of all, the clock does work. There's like a little hideaway piece where you can like turn on the clock and replace the batteries and stuff. So I do want to do that because I would love for it to actually work, because I feel like that adds to the spookiness of it. And then you just fold it down, obviously, and it's like protected. So it's got the time obviously up here. And then I love that it had these like 3 offset shelves. And I just think like, I mean, obviously not this because it won't really fit in here. But like, just imagine this, Spanish moss in the bottom, little trinkets set up, maybe like something, maybe like not that Venus flytrap, but maybe like a different like Venus flytrap, and then like a skull here, and then an animal something here. I just feel like, I don't know. I've got a vision and hopefully it comes together. I think it's so nice. I really like it. Okay. I feel like I'm losing my shit. All right, you guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like, hit that subscribe button down below if you're enjoying all the spooky content I'm bringing to you guys this spooky season. I have so much more coming, so make sure you subscribe if you like all of the Halloween stuff, because I got a lot more coming for y'all. It's like the 24th, so I have like 35-ish more videos of Halloween stuff coming to you guys. So make sure you subscribe. For all of your spooky merch, hit up holly-hickman.com. If you want spooky Minnie Mouse ears, hollylollyco.com. My cats are trying to get into my cabinets again. What's new? Make sure you guys like this video. I really appreciate it when you do. If you enjoy them, stop! I'm trying to film. Please, yeah, like it if you enjoyed it, because it really, really helps my channel out. And I would love to hit 1,500 subscribers before the end of spooky season. And we're almost at 1,300 at the time of the filming of this video, so we're on our way. Woo! All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your spooky day, evening, whatever it is, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.